Sorry, I'm a victim of cluttered thinking. Okay, so this is the A phrase of the Bach Minuet, and it starts on B flat, A. Make sure you lift your first finger on your right hand, Carlos. Down to G, back to A, D, and D again. High G, low G, A, B flat, C, watch your balance, and make sure you stretch your third finger right hand out for D. Okay, those were the issues we were having. Okay, so should I do that again? Is that how I did it before? I repeat it? Okay, so here's the A phrase again. We'll do it 3 times, I guess. Starting on B flat, okay, make sure you remember as you go down to A, lift your right first finger, down to G, back to A, down to D twice, up to G, keep your fingers the same, drop your jaw, go down to G, A, B flat, C, don't lose your balance, and stretch out your fingers for D. Okay, here we go, one more time. Here's B flat, switch for A, down to G, back up to A, down to D, play it twice, up to G, drop your jaw for low G, A, B flat, C, and stretch everything out for D. Okay? All right. Okay. So here's the B section now. We haven't gone over this yet. We might get to it today. It's a little trickier. Okay, now you have E flat, which is just like D, except your pinky's down. Okay? So E flat, F, back to E flat, lift your pinky for D, go down to C, and back to D. You know what, I think we'll just do that little bit again, okay? So, because those turnarounds, like here where it goes D, C, D, and even here, E flat, F, E flat, it's tricky going back and forth like that, so let's just practice that little bit. Because that's really the nature of the entire phrase here. It sort of turns around on itself like that. Okay, so I'm at B again, but I'm only going to go to the downbeat of the next bar. E flat, that's D with your pinky down. E flat, a very tricky switch up to F. And back to E flat. Down to D, just lift your pinky. Then switch to C and back to D. Okay, let me do that one more time. Here's letter B, E flat with your right pinky down on the E flat key. E flat, a very tricky switch to F, back to E flat, then lift your pinky for D, switch everything for C, and then go back to D. Okay, so I think that was 3 on that one. Now, I'm going to start here. And I'm going to play to that, to the C. Okay, so we're starting on the beginning of the second measure after B. It's a D. Pinky down for E flat. Pinky up for D. Big switch for C. B flat, C. Okay, so I'm doing that again, starting ouch on the second measure. You don't have to play ouch.
Okay.
I don't wish my achy breakiness on anybody. Okay, we're on D, second measure. Pinky comes down for E flat, comes back up for D. Big switch for C. B flat, C.
Are you going to play that?
Yeah, I can play it again if you want. And I'll get through the routine as far as there, and then I'll go and I'll play it, the whole thing again. So this is the second measure. I think this is the third time. Here's your D, pinky down, excuse me, pinky back up, big switch for C, B flat, C. Okay, and that's a really good way to practice anyway, these little parts. So now I'm starting here, and we'll stop at 13. So you see how I'm overlapping the spots? Because if you practice that way, it makes it more seamless once you put it back together. All right, so on the C. C is your balancing act. Okay, now we have to make this switch from C to D and back to C, B flat, C, A. Okay, here we are again on the C, big switch for D, back to C, B flat, C, A. Okay, and one more time. C, D, C, B flat, C, A. Okay, and then he requested it, so I'll play the second half. Okay, this is letter B. I'll play really, really slowly. That's where I stop. Yep. Okay. All right. Cut. Yeah, I think it's enough.